Now, with the Albanians in particular, who were coming into the UK in very, very large quantities last year, I did show you a series of TikTok adverts and images. Well, someone's done the work of putting all this together. It's Zach Garner-Perkis, investigations editor of express.co.uk. Welcome back.
Thank you.
On the programme. Let's begin showing something that you put together from a guy called Alex Vischer, who is a big-time criminal, but almost a celebrity now on TikTok, isn't he?
Well, I mean, what we found was, or what we exposed was essentially just an absolute, just brazen criminality just on TikTok, on Instagram, and going back years as well. So we're talking about wanted posters for people that have supposedly robbed drug farms.
Yeah. And here he is now on our telly, and some of the language that is being used is pretty vile. But this guy and his brother have made fortunes out of cannabis farms in the UK. There he is boasting up to 2,300 cannabis plants every couple of months.
I mean, the remarkable thing about this, right, which is, to us, this is shocking. But over there, if you speak to particularly young people, they'll say, OK, UK cannabis farms. This is just like common knowledge to every person in the street. And the thought is, if you go to the UK, you can make a fortune from just sitting in a house.
Well, and you sat down and interviewed one of these guys. Let's have a look at some of those video clips on the screen for our viewers. Really, really interesting, because what he was saying, basically what he was saying is that, let's have a look at this sit down between Zach and this drug lord.
These videos don't just show drug production facilities, they also provide details about how these farms operate and the money that can be earned by workers and growers.
Punëtor sa lek merr?
Po.
Varet me kon punëtor si puna ime, mund të more 5.000 euro në muaj, 6.000.
There you go, 5,000 to 6,000 quid a month, and here you are sitting down with the drug lord.
Social media not only influenced Loku to travel to Britain illegally, it's also provided the method for him to get there.
Kjo është pjesa më e rëndësishme e gjithë rrugtimit. Këtë e kam njoftë, numrin e kam njoftë në rrjetet sociale TikTok, që më ka nisë dhe shoku, i kam shkruajt, më ka dhënë numrin, aty taksia ja kam treguar se çdo gjë nga Belgjika.
His story was corroborated by a people trafficker we tracked down, who boasted about making posts that immediately went viral on social media.
Jo, për momentin, do më thënë, unë kam gomone për Angli, eja do nisemi nesër, a kupton, thjesht gënjej bre, po.
Well, great work, Zach. You know, you're finding those that have come as a result of the adverts and those that are organising the whole thing. I also read in my notes, they're told if the police raid, say, claim the Modern Slavery Act.
Well, actually, that's remarkable, because that was actually one of the videos that was flying around on TikTok, which has advice for if you're in a cannabis farm and you get raided, what to say. Been viewed hundreds of thousands of times, was posted years ago. It's just all been up there, and nobody has been doing anything about it.
We have a police force. We have a border force. What are they doing, Zach?
Well, but this is the thing of, like, social media. It's that, like, that they just don't seem... There's certain parts of social media that they want to police, and then there's brazen criminality, which all of a sudden that exists in this kind of invisible spot that, like, nobody's able to happen. But, like, these things are clearly... They're laughing in the face of the police and
the beneficiaries, apart from the criminals, the beneficiaries, of course, are Meta, that owns Instagram, and TikTok, because they're making money off the back of this, aren't they?
Well, this is the remarkable thing about some of these influencers that we found out in Albania that are, they're promoting a criminal lifestyle in the UK. TikTok is taking, basically the way it works is people tip them. So they send them a bit of money, TikTok takes 50% of that. So they are directly making money from it. With Meta, Instagram, we know they like to keep people on their platforms, whatever means, whether it's promoting drug farms or, you know, looking at what moves to do in the gym, like, they don't mind. And it's wild that it's just been going on like this under the noses of everyone. I mean, I couldn't believe it, like how long these things have been up there for, and that I'm one of the first people to kind of bring this to attention, because I've not seen it anywhere else.
Well, we've tried on this programme to occasionally do things, but you've drawn the strings of all this together and done it very, very well. And don't forget, folks, who is paid 15 million quid a year working for Meta? What's his name?
I think his name is Sunit Clay.
Yes, there you are.
Yeah.
But no joy from him.
Well, so one of the things that we wanted to do, and I would encourage everyone to, you know, go to the Express YouTube and watch the video for yourself so you can get the full story on this one. But we wanted to kind of put a face to it. So we've got a guy who, we spoke to an ex-police officer and said, you know, we've got someone that understands Britain, understands British laws, and he's at the top of Meta. And, well, when we went to go and find it, we asked him for an interview. We didn't get a response to that. So, you know, I went and knocked on his door, didn't get a response to that. So, look, Nick, if you're watching,
absolutely,
it's still open.
Very
Explain
good.
why you got that stuff on your platform.
Zach, great work. Thanks ever so much for coming on again. And folks, express.co.uk is where you need to go to see more of Zach's work. A TikTok spokesman said they work closely with UK law enforcement, the National Crime Agency and aid organisations to fight this industry-wide issue, and they have a strictly maintained zero-tolerance approach to human exploitation. Meta said buying, selling or soliciting drugs is not allowed on our platforms. When we find content coordinating this illegal activity, we remove it from our platforms. And the Home Office said, here we go, the UK and Albanian authorities have a close working partnership. And we take every opportunity to intercept criminals and speed up the removal of those with no legal right to be in the UK. Well, that's all well and good, but they're not just coming in via the channel, folks. They're coming in the back of lorries as well.